of see his chest flaring out like it's going into like a C cup, and I can't help but appreciate the attention to detail. I went down a little bit of a Mario rabbit hole here, so here's Mario saving lives during the Hindenburg disaster. Now, he's not exactly saving lives, he's way too far away to be helpful here. Also, that's like 50 Hindenburgs put together right there. I don't know what Grok thinks the Hindenburg was, but this shit looks like something out of BioShock Infinite. But yeah, I didn't have to use any tricks or tactics to get around any, safeguards. I just said Mario and Hindenburg disaster. And as I understand it, most AI tools won't generate from like actual tragedies or anything, and it usually won't generate IPs, especially not from fucking Nintendo. Nintendo would sue an 8-year-old if he wanted to have like a Spider-Man themed birthday. I couldn't help myself, so I had to test the waters to see if you could do a classic Mario Goatsy, which clearly didn't work, which was disappointing, so I tried to be a little more specific with Mario showing his butt, and it spit this out, and it's not wrong, like he is showing his derriere here, like he is still showing his cheeks, but I was expecting more in line with a traditional Goatsy, so I tried to spell it out for Grok a little bit better. Now, some users have reported being able to generate nude images through Grok, but when I would try and type in like Mario naked or anything like that, I didn't get anything back. So I don't know how people are generating images that are nudity with Grok, but I got the next best thing. This looks like something you would have accidentally Martian. Like, I was expecting an alien. This is just a guy in an astronaut suit. That looks like some shit out of a Starfield promo poster. And it's also not being suckled out of his finger either. I wanted to do breastfeeding, but every time I tried to generate a breastfeeding image, it just didn't do it. So it might have some kind of anti-honkers protocol built into it, because that just didn't work at all. No matter what variations of like breast and all of that I would use, it just doesn't do it. So I really don't know how so many people are saying that it does. I haven't been able to replicate it. I tried Taylor Swift committing a violent crime and it gave me this. This just looks like a real image that I might have copy and pasted from some news article somewhere. It has nothing to do with the prompt that I gave it, but most other AI tools, with the whole debacle that happened with all the Taylor Swift deepfakes, they will not let you generate Taylor Swift images. Grok just pats you on the shoulder and says, don't even bother putting down the crack pipe, we got you covered here. What Taylor Swift images you want? We got you. I tried going further with this line of like Taylor Swift violent crimes, so I said Taylor Swift hitting a man with a hammer. Once again, did not give me what I asked for, but this time it's Taylor Swift with a hammer in mud? For some reason, I don't really understand it, but she's knee-deep in some mud, and she's got, like, the fucking mallet from Super Smash Brothers, really. It's not even, like, a hammer that I was expecting it to try and put out there. I was thinking just, like, a normal, carpenter's hammer. I then tried to just paint a whole scene here, so Taylor Swift caving in a man's skull with a hammer, blood everywhere. And this one's closer to what I was asking for. It has some kind of, like, sci-fi element to it, some paranormal going on here with, like, the skull floating and dripping blood. But there's blood everywhere, she does have a hammer, and there is a skull. So it's definitely closer. It really seems like when generating Taylor Swift images through Grok, it always tries to make like an album cover or something. I then tried to generate Bill Gates related images, so this one's Bill Gates dealing drugs on the street with white powder around his nose. It's not even really close at all to what I tried to have it generate. They made him look like Larry the Lobster in that episode where he's the lifeguard putting the sunscreen on his nose. Like, that's not even white powder or anything. He's also not dealing drugs. Subscriber or something? I actually don't even really know for sure. But those are all the images I was able to generate. Overall, it doesn't seem like IPs or anything are off limit. Like, you can generate anything, but it does seem to have